dlaczego na przykład w Polsce, na przykład w polskich tam szkołach nie uczą tego, tam libertingu, nie? I jakichś tam technik, jakichś takich medytacyjnych, jakichś takich new age'owych. A właśnie prawda jest taka, że właśnie, że na przykład właśnie ludzki mózg nie odbiera, rozumiesz, tylko 10%, nie? Tylko odbiera właśnie tam całe 100%.
Mani, would you like to use the...
Let us gather in a circle. Let's close the circle together, however many of us there are.
Stańmy w kręgu.
Does anyone have a lighter?
Everyone. Shall I use this now? Thank you. So I would ask that before we begin, we all gather together in a circle so that we can be touching at our shoulders. And if please, may we finish our cigarettes and put them out before we begin so that we can breathe in the fresh air of the night. So it's fine, it'll take some time to just breathe and be together.
I control by
Please do the honor of lighting the candles. Let's please join together in a circle so that our shoulders are touching. We can expand the circle so that everyone can join together. Please come in close. Let's close the gap here. Let's come in. There's a gap here. Will you please join the circle? So, thank you all for coming tonight to this opening of the exhibition for the collection of the Contemporary Art Center, the CCA Zamek Ujazdowski. We're here now in order to bring some purity to the energy of the castle. I'm told that Piotr Kowalski, the former director of Zamek Ujazdowski, conducted an energy ceremony where he tested the water around the building and determined where the energy was congested, and in ceremony released it. Now, today, there's a feeling that there is congested energy trapped in the spine of this building. And as well, there is energy that is trapped, congested, and stagnating within all of us here. First, I must apologize for speaking in English. It is the language that I speak best, but I feel that language is a barrier that stands between us and serves to divide us. But this is not the most important thing that people share. Language is not the most important thing that we share. What we share is a collective spirit. So, 30,000 years ago, in the caves of France, we recently found paintings of humans dancing together and participating in collective rituals, of humans with animal heads and trees that could speak. And 10,000 miles away, in contemporary Australia, a shaman speaking to an anthropologist suddenly interrupted their conversation to paint on the walls of a cave. And when he was asked why he painted, he said, "It is not I who paint. I have been possessed by the spirit of our ancestors, and it is they who paint through me." So what does this tell us? It tells us that there is a collective spirit that transcends all nations, that transcends all language, that is originary to us as a species, and that transcends even our own species and connects us with the universe. Now, the spirit has not been lost, but rather it has been repressed by the powers of authoritarianism who wish to suppress the revolutionary prowess that comes from collective energy. But we must also remember that we are not only repressed by outside forces, but we are also repressed by the divisions between us and within us. So, these are the first challenges that we must overcome personally and together in ceremony. Now, I want to say something about the revolutionary power of this type of collective ritual. So, in the African diaspora, for example, in Cuba, in Brazil, in Haiti, and New Orleans, these collective rituals were born out of a revolutionary moment. And together, revolution and collective ritual came together to overthrow the powers of slavery, of racism, and of the new capitalism, the new economic religion of capitalism that was used in order to turn us all into slaves. And when I say us, I mean all of us around the world, because these collective rituals are not just native to the African diaspora. We find them in France, we find them here in Poland with Jedi, we find them in Tahiti, we find them in India, we find them throughout the countries in Africa, we find them in the indigenous peoples of North and South America. This is what belongs to all of us, and this is what we are here today in order to reclaim. So, I would like first to begin continue, Pavel, it's beautiful. I would like to inaugurate this collection first through the dissolution of the self and the forgetting of the ego that separates us from each other. So I would like to pass this mirror around, and I would like us to look deeply into this mirror, to stare at ourselves, to see our ego, to take a deep breath, hold it, and pass the mirror to the left, and once it's entered the hand of your comrade, exhale. And breathe now the fresh energy, the fresh, clear energy that we're creating in this safe space. And I'll also pass the incense, please. Now, I've said a lot of things about spirits, and I want us all to think at this moment that spirits are whatever we make them to be. If you think of spirituality in terms of God, then use this to forge your path. If you think of spirits as energy, of kinetic energy between us, within our bodies, and connecting all of us with the larger universe, then use that power. So we must understand that we have to strive to control the energy within our bodies, because we put energy into the world, and this energy has the power to change nature, to change interactions, to change the very essence of the universe. There was an experiment recently where people projected energy of joy, of anger, of love around snowflakes that were forming. And they found that the snowflakes took on very different patterns depending on the energy put forward into the air. So we must
Ujrzyj swoją
remember
twarz, o matko, jaka groteska.
that we all are empowered. We all have the power to change just from what is happening within our own selves. Because energy sticks to the cracks of surfaces, and we are all permeable beings. Our skin is porous, and so
To jest
the relationship between this energy and ourselves is like that between two electrical poles. It's both the same and it's different. And we must understand that the self must leave us, the ego must leave us, if the spirit, this collective spirit, is to enter us. And to understand this is to know that we cannot be both man, both woman, and God at once. So now, I'd like us to enjoy the energy of the drums. Our bodies are
Energy of the
protecting the fire of the candles. And stand for a
Let the
moment
beat control your
in
body.
silence, because there's been much conversation, and silence is also purifying with the energy of the drums.
energy of the drum.
So let's stand for a moment together, a moment of silence for the ending of division and the beginning of a new covenant between us all.
You cover. Dostałaś to kadzidełko?
Nie, przyniosę.
To jest na pewno.
Now prepare to contain all of our images, contain mirror. And with this, let us lay down our struggles and enjoy this evening of celebration together. Thank you. Those who would like to join, I'd like to process through the castle and cleanse the rest of the spaces. Everyone else, let's drink!
Nie masz wyjścia przy takiej ceremonii. O, co to masz oko? O Boże. Tak. A właśnie, już mam. No miałam, że ty jesteś fanką tych albumów.
Jakiś
Chyba
pomawiał.
cytryny, tak?
Nie, tutaj to kieliszek
A ci?
podtrzymaj, kieliszek podtrzymaj.
Nie jest to budzny.
Kończę z tym starym bankiem.
Jest to sportowka.
No dalej.
Ja już, nie wiem, już,
Już? Proszę.